Hello, friends. Welcome back. So, round three. You have definitely started your journey into Unreal as a filmmaker, and you're starting to buzz with possibilities of what this can do and what you can make with it. So, let's dive straight back in. You're in this cafe somewhere in Europe, and it kind of looks like this. Now, you've had a look around. This is your recce, and now you want to block out some shots within Bistro Dom. So to do that, you may remember me saying that everything on here is an actor. Well, this is also true of your camera. So we need to get a camera onto the shot. Now, before we do that, I'm going to show you this. This is where your outliner becomes really useful, because this is where everything sits, and you've got to be organized, and also you just sort of know that's where everything is. How do we place a cine camera in there? We go up to your place actors and we type cine, and it looks like that, and we're just literally going to drag it and drop it on there. Now, if you hit G, that kind of like reveals these hidden things like layers and screens and stuff. And there's your camera. So what you can see, I'm now just moving it with my arrow here, this arrow. If you want to move things around, I should have told you this. Again, shortcuts your spacebar. These guys here, these chaps here are what do that. Now, if you hit the spacebar, oopsie, we're on something else. If you hit spacebar, for example, let's take this bottle, right? In fact, let's hit F. Now there's the bottle. Why is it out of focus? Because we're too close to it. So let's just get back a bit. Okay, so there's that bottle. Now with the spacebar, I'm going to switch through the options. So this is rotate. It's all pretty self-explanatory, right? Rotate. And this is scale, and this is move. The arrows move up and down. Just Control Z, undo. If life was so simple that everything was Apple Z, but it isn't. And again, so here now with the scale thing, if you want to stretch it out, you can see here where you have these options, right? We don't want to do that. We want to scale the whole thing up. So you have to click the middle bottom, and then everything's yellow. And then it's not just a bottle of wine, it's a Magnum. If that's where you're heading. That's just a little segue into what these arrows do. What we're talking about here is cameras, and here is your camera. Now, the first thing you got to do is you've got to what's called snap the object to view, right? So we're going to hit that. Oops, we're going to hit snap object to view, and now the camera is the view. Okay, so we're now using the camera. Now, instantly, we've got to do a few things, which is go into the camera down here. That's the outliner, and we want to find some details of the camera. So the camera that we clicked on is there. We want to change some things about the camera. Maybe we love that scene. Maybe we do. There's nothing wrong with it. It's great. But this is where you can really sort of start to block out things and think what lens do I need. Now, this is important. When you do this now, because you can't swing lenses on sets. It takes too much. You have to calibrate the camera and the lens with Unreal. It takes not a short amount of time, even if you know what you're doing. Bear that in mind when you are deciding what you're going to use. For now, we're going to play around with the before we do that, I started tweaking this, and it only worked in the little screen. That's because you've got to go to perspective. And all these things took me ages to figure out, and I'm really glad to be sharing them with you. And we've got to be looking now we are looking through the camera, because we're through the camera. So you can see it's got a little dot there. That's what you do. Now we are now looking through the camera, and we want to make some changes. Okay, so we're kind of like that. Now we want to tilt up a bit to have a look around. There's our view. There's our view. We want to play around the focal length. There we've got a 20mm lens. There's a 50. There's a 35. the current aperture is 2.8. We can obviously adjust that. Now that aperture is 11. Everything's gone sharper. 1.4. You can focus. Again, it's a little advanced. Right. So that's focus difference. Universal zoom. Focus settings. So if you want to just stay locked onto something to keep it sharp, over here, manual. You change manual to tracking, and you use this little picker, and you say with the picker, I want to focus on that. And no matter where we go on our 1.8, 1.4, that's sharp. It doesn't relate to this because all you're doing is blocking out shots to get into the other room before you shoot this for real. You can pull focus in Unreal, by the way. That's way down the line. So we've done that, and we've got a set, and we're going to use let's use a 28mm lens for our wide, right? And we're going to block out the shot. In the next tutorial, because I want to keep this short, just to recap, we have made a camera. It's here. We're looking through the camera there, and we've gone into our details panel, and we've made changes to the camera. And let's set this to 11. Boom, and there's our sharps. Okay, so you made a camera. Next tutorial, we're going to create a little timeline, block out some shots, and you'll start to really see it come alive. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you're enjoying it. I hope it's making sense, and that you're becoming excited with the infinite possibilities that this proposes. Okay, see you again.